So my home is an apartment, and normally, I tend to change my light bulbs pretty often, but this time I just completely forgot to change my light bulb. I forgot for about a year and a half. I was just busy running around doing different things. And this was my first real shocking experience with it, but whatever. So I tried calling my landlord, and he didn't really answer, so I felt like I was stuck. So I figured, I should just text my neighbor. He said, oh, sure, yeah, I'll be happy to fix it for you. And I'm like, great. So he texts me open the door, screaming. I'm just like, whatever. But me and him both tease back and forth. So I come open the door hey, what's up? And he's like, what's going on? And I'm like, do you mind changing this light bulb for me? He's like, sure. So I give him the light bulb, set up the ladder. He gets up there and he's trying to unscrew it, and it just, bam, it just shatters. And the glass is flying everywhere. And I just look at him, and my eyes are so wide open, and I'm like, oh my God. And he's just looking at me and I just couldn't even say anything. I thought the switch was off. So sometimes, I just come home and switch the light on, and the light doesn't work, and then I forget to double check and turn it off all the way. So I just really couldn't even say anything, and his eyes were just wide open. And he's like, you trying to kill me? And I said, no. And he's a really, really tall man, so I'm looking up at him, and he's looking down at me. And his fingertips are black from holding the bulb, and he just is giving me this disgusting look. Do you see this black stuff? And I just couldn't even say anything. I just shut up. I didn't even say anything. And he's like, yeah. He's checking his hair, making sure there's anything in it, looking for the other piece of the light bulb, And there's black smoke coming out of the piece of the light bulb that broke, but the top was missing. Where was it? It was gone. We had no idea. So he gave it to me, and I'm just looking at it in shock, oh wow. So he picks up the new light bulb and is screwing it. And I'm just kind of laughing because I know something's up. No, you're so smart. Why can't you screw in the light bulb? What's going on? He's just screwing and screwing and screwing. What's wrong with this thing? Why won't it go in? He just keeps trying to turn it around and around and around, and I'm trying not to laugh. And he's like, why are you laughing? I'm like, oh, nothing. And he keeps going, keeps screwing. Tries with his left hand, tries with his right hand. He's doing it over and over and over, and I am just trying to keep my laughter inside. And he stops, and he looks at me. And I'm holding in my laughter. I'm holding in my tears. And he's looking at me real skeptical. And he's like, make sure the switch is off. So we made sure it was off. And I was just trying not to laugh he's so crazy. So he looks at the bulb and says, the top's gone. He was so mad. And I'm just trying not to laugh. And he said, I know you too well. I've known you since 2005. I know you're trying not to laugh at me. And he's like, every time you laugh at me, you always laugh at me. And, you think I'm so smart and think I'm a handyman, and I couldn't even figure it out. So we're trying to figure out how to get this light bulb piece out from the top. And I'm like, do you have a potato? And he's asking me, do I have all these things to help get this light bulb piece stuck out from the top? And I'm like, I don't have any of that. So we call the maintenance man. Can you help us? Our light bulb is stuck. The cap is stuck in the top of the ceiling and it broke and we can't get it out. And he's like, no problem, I'm gonna come. So we wait a few minutes. He walked in. He just opened the door, came in, and I'm like, you scared me, but whatever. Anyway, so he gets his little tools and was able to get it out. So he twists it. He's like, go away. We're watching him work. And he's like, I got this. Go away. So we're like, whatever. So he gets the light bulb, switches it out. He doesn't really want us to watch him. He was kind of a weird guy, but I can't stand here and watch you. No, get out. Okay. And then he fixed it and everything was good and I was satisfied with it. The maintenance man said, you cannot do that.